Adventure Comics, issue 427. Adventurers Club. Strong, chairman of the board. My men have obeyed your order, Mr. Carter, but they do not like driving defenseless antelope into crocodile-filled waters. The devil with what your men don't like, Koru. Look at the great action pictures I'm getting from my publisher. Well, that didn't take long. Those crocs sure have an insatiable appetite. Almost as insatiable an appetite as you possess, Mr. Carter, for carnage. It's the law of nature that the strong survive, Koru. Only sometimes nature has to be pushed along a little. Later that same afternoon, Carter, Koru just came and told me about that antelope incident. We'll have to discuss it later, Chief. I'm busy right now. What? That native up there. He looks like he's getting ready to jump. You'd better believe it. I offered him $10 to dive from the top of that mountain into the ocean. Of course, if he should happen to miss and land on those reefs, it won't cost me a cent. Are you insane? Koru, signal that man to stay where he is. Quickly. Too late, gentlemen. There goes our little bird imitator now. Seconds later, oh my God, nuts. He fouled it up. But I got every foot of it on film, Chief. 3 weeks later, inside the Adventurers Club. That's right, Mr. Carter. To become a member of this club, one must have experienced a highly unusual adventure. Then I should easily qualify for membership, Mr. Strong, because my story could be considered an unusual nightmare, a horror-filled episode that might appropriately be entitled The Voodoo Lizards. I began by telling you of the crocodile and high diving incidents, both the product of my burning desire to become the world's greatest action photographer. To achieve that distinction, I ruthlessly staged my own action my superior objected to quite strenuously. What kind of a ghoul are you, Carter? You had the native leap to his death just so you could get a few grisly feet of film? The kid wanted to be a movie star, Chief. I can't help it if those reefs cut short his career. I was certain that the objections Jerry Lambert voiced were due to jealousy. He was chief photographer for the publishing firm, and I was only his assistant, and Jerry wanted to keep it that way. Therefore, the following morning, as we began filming some unfriendly-looking lions, Psst! Where are you going, Carter? Up in that tree over there, Chief. I want to get some down-angle shots. As soon as I'd climbed to safety, now let's see how those killer beasts react to being whacked with a stone. Mr. Lambert, get back. They're attacking. Exactly as I thought they would. What? Someone removed the cartridges from Chorus's rifle. I wonder who could have performed such a dreadful act. Both the Chief and Koru were pretty well chewed up by those cats. Only Chorus's injuries proved fatal. The Chief was shipped back to the States for surgery, and that meant at long last I had charge of the film assignment. And less than a week later, I got the break a photographer dreams of. Come on, kid, I overheard what you said to your friend about that secret ceremony scheduled for tonight. It is not so, Mr. Carter. You have heard wrong. Every native in the area acted spooked when I even mentioned the ritual, but I refused to let this golden opportunity pass. Then I found my pigeon. What about it, old man? Do you want this beautiful wristwatch or not? Very much, but, all right, Mr. Carter, I'll take you to the place you want to go. Hours later, after I'd followed my elderly guide on what seemed a never-ending trek through dense jungle underbrush, there, Mr. Carter, down in that clearing. Yeah? But what's it all about, old man? What's with the young chick they've got staked to the ground? The female is to be tested by the sacred lizard, Observe the cage that lies close to her side. If the lizard does not attack, it is proof that the female is worthy of becoming the bride of the tribal chief's son. And if it does bite the chick, I don't know what happens when one is bitten by the devil beast, Mr. Carter, but I fear it is something very sad. Hey, they're turning it loose. I've got to film this action. Huh? It's not attacking. The blasted thing has stopped and turned away. Please, Mr. Carter, you must speak softly. If we were to be discovered, we would die swiftly. Presently, with all the rotten luck. Come on, old man. They've released the girl, so I guess the show's all over. Those sacred lizards have great wisdom. They are bred by the all-powerful witch doctors. All right, it's a big deal. Medicine boys put a hex on their pets. Who cares? You were disappointed because they did not attack the young female. You'd better believe it. It would have made these films priceless if... Hey, my camera case. I left it back there in the brush. Do not be concerned. I shall retrieve it for you, Mr. Carter. Soon after. Mr. Carter, they saw me. We must leave here. Quickly. Ah! Mr. Carter, help me, please. Sorry, old man, but my body is extremely sensitive to spears. Fortunately, I made good my escape from those bloodthirsty characters, but several hours later, lost. My gun and water canteen, must have dropped them. Why'd that blasted guide have to go and get himself killed? Can't go on. Dizzy from stinking jungle heat. I wonder why this area looks so familiar. Oh no. I'm back where I started from. Been traveling in a circle. Back where I started. Back. And sometime later. What's that? Something crawling in the brush. Huh? A lizard? And another. And now, mother of God, there are a dozen of them. They're going to attack. And I'm too weak and too exhausted to... No! Stop! And it was the following morning before you were found. That's right, Mr. Strong. A hunting party discovered my unconscious form lying in the same spot where I had been attacked. Tell me, Mr. Carter, do you believe those were the lizards that were raised by the witch doctors? Absolutely. Oh, I survived that voodoo lizard attack, but their bites, that's what did it. That's what changed my face to change and look like this, Mr. Strong. The end. The Vigilante. A fiery dawn warms the rustic western town of Coolwater on a morning interrupted by the sharp cracks of gunfire. Cut and print. A nice take, Wade. Glad we got it right. Yossel always complains if he has to do the same stunt fall twice. Look, over here. What's the trouble? Did Vogel crack a few ribs? It doesn't matter now. This man is dead. He was shot with real bullets. No, it can't be. You're on the set of a Western movie and on the scene of a cold-blooded killing. The crime has been recorded on film, but what goes on behind the cameras is far more ruthless, as the vigilante will find out when he's trapped in the slaying town. But my gun should have been loaded with blanks. You've got some explaining to do, Wade. A clear-cut case of murder. Or is it? Who is the silent spectator with the question? The bandanaed loner known as Vigilante, a man with an unrelenting vendetta against crime of all kinds. The trail of a smuggling ring I'm tracking led to this movie set, but I didn't expect to witness a killing. I'll keep reading lips and see what I can pick up. I swear, I didn't know the gun was loaded. That's the truth. Finally had to get your revenge, eh, Wade? All heads turn and listen to the cruel voice of the ruthless man who owns their careers, producer J.W. Farner. Everyone knows about your manslaughter trial years ago and how Vogel was the hostile witness whose testimony put you away for 5 years. But new evidence proved I was innocent. All the more reason to hate Bogle enough to kill him. Put Wade in the town jail for now, boys. I'll call the authorities. No, I'm being framed. Somebody, believe me. Looks like the cowboy star Wade Preston had a motive to shoot for keeps. But I don't think he had the stupidity to do it in front of a dozen witnesses. I suspected things were crooked in Coolwater. Now I'm sure of it. I got a hunch there's real varmints in this town who do their dirty work off camera. Think I'll mosey around some more. Later that afternoon, we can write off Vogel. He shouldn't have wanted a bigger cut of the operation. The fool sealed his own death warrant when he did. Luckily, we didn't have to pull in a pro killer from the syndicate. Thanks to our star, Wade Preston. A brilliant stroke, JW, cashing in on that old court case and having me plant real bullets in Wade's gun before today's shooting schedule. Some joke. Those laughs will be stuck in their craws as soon as I get evidence of their crooked operation. Unexpectedly, snap. The lasso's been cut. Happy landing, stranger. You may be dressed like a cowboy, but I'll lay odds you don't belong here. You and me are going to tell Mr. Farner how you were snooping. Have to make my move, now or never. Hey! Must get to Preston. He's been locked away again for a crime he didn't commit. Soon, in the Coolwater jail, you're my favorite movie star, Mr. Preston, but I had to lock you up. I don't like Farner any more than you do, but right now the law's on his side. I'm not worried, Sheriff. Without warning. Sorry, Sheriff, but you don't know the brand of men we're up against. Huh? Soon in J.W. Farner's suite, and the prowler wore a red scarf over his face. Idiot! The vigilante wears a scarf like that. He's here in Coolwater? Just got word. Vigilante busted Preston out of jail. Splendid! Now we don't need the formality of Preston standing trial. We'll shoot him and Vigilante on sight. Fugitives from justice. That masked meddler is unwittingly helping us. Meanwhile, after leaving the sheriff safely locked inside his own jail, but I'm innocent. A man on the run looks guilty. Don't be a fool, Preston. Farner's men will kill you the first chance they get. I still got my doubts about you, Vigilante. A glimpse of shadow in front of Preston. Must be from the roof. That man was about to shoot me in the back. From now on, you're the boss. Now you're talking. Keep your eyes peeled for anything that moves. If we can make it to the other side of town, we have a chance. I've been on the run in a lot of movies, but this time I'm playing it for real. Silently, cunningly, the two men stalk their way through the rustic buildings, tackling trouble where they find it. Won't shoot unless I have to. A gunshot will give away where we are. I read you, Vigilante. Until we're almost out of this, friend. Just a few more steps. Over there. I see them. Rush him and shoot to kill. Quick as a spark, Vigilante reacts. Instantly, the huge outdoor lights set the air ablaze with thousands of watts. Yay, my eyes! Can't see. Meanwhile, amid the chaos, so this is what we came after. Let's peel out of here. They got a motorbike, boss. After them, you bunglers. If they get away, we've had it. But when the outlaws try to start their own engines, my truck won't start. Neither will my car. No wonder the gas tank's been emptied. Vigilante must have siphoned the gas out of every car and truck we brought. We're stranded. Nothing but 50 miles of sand and vultures all around us. Our horses would never survive the desert. Sharp thinking, Vigilante. Now Farner and his men have to stay in Coolwater till the police come for them. That bag, it looks like diamonds. I found dozens like it hidden in the gas tanks of Farner's cars. He was using his movie company as a front for smuggling. He'd secretly transport the stuff every time he took a film crew on location to a different part of the world. Now his next and last location will be a federal prison. The end. So, your father is not a rich plantation owner. True, but you shall return me to him nonetheless, and for no reward. Now, give your men the proper commands. As you say, men, set a course for north by northwest. We shall... Now, what? Ha! Captain, a ship approaches. Captain Fear and his daughter's keeper. Captain, they're firing on us. Here, take this girl below. Lock her in the hold. Man all guns. Hurry. Just then, and aboard the other ship. Hold your fire, you fools. You might hit my daughter. We shall instead ram and board. The larger ship causes great injury to the junk. They swing over onto the junk then. Merciless men, eager for the kill. Quickly, men. Their ship is sinking fast. Defeat them. I want my daughter. And their cargo as well. Captain Fear, the Carib Indian pirate, fights hard with both cutlass and knife. His usual weapon, the weapon of his people, a bow and arrow, is quite useless at such close quarters. But though he and his men are superior swordsmen, superior fighters, they are still greatly outnumbered. And finally, why do you stop? Kill me if you wish. No, I wish him taken prisoner. Bring the prisoners aboard, and then return for the cargo. Quickly, there is little time left. Get him below, men. Knock him out if you must. And render him unconscious they do, and thus, sometime later. Ooh, this is a fine fix. Can't break free from these, but let's try. Hours pass. The Carib captain has rubbed his wrists raw trying to break free from the manacles. Then, what? Who's... Denise? What are you doing here? If you've come to laugh, forget it or I'll... No, I'm here to help you. You may be a worthless pirate who cares about nothing but gold, but you did save me from those religious fanatics. I cannot let my father treat you like this. Click. I let you loose so that you could escape from this ship. But here, just in case anyone sees you before you can get overboard. Are you trying to place me in your debt, fair maiden? Oop. So, are you planning to escape, or could you be planning to kill me and take command of my ship? No matter. You will succeed at neither. Instead, you shall die. Ha! He killed the captain. Get him. They close in. And if Captain Fear thought he was outnumbered before... Stop. This fighting must cease. I do not want that man harmed. I am your captain now. You shall do as I say. Captain Fear, I wish to speak to you. Captain Fear, I have an offer to make to you. You certainly are hard-hearted, aren't you, wench? Your father is dead, and all you can think of is, he was not my father. The men do not know this. That is why they respect me. But I was his slave, not his daughter. He purchased me. But I do not care if you know. I will share all secrets with my second-in-command, and that is what I wish you to become. I have a feeling you knew the captain would be waiting for me when you let me escape. You wanted me to kill him so you could have your freedom. Perhaps. But what does it matter if I did it or I did it for us? And now for my offer, will you? Come here, wench. Your answer? That was my answer. I will always do as I wish. I will never take orders from anyone, least of all you. What? You cannot do this. I told you my secret, and now you'll pay for rejecting my offer. You will pay. The end.